Hi, and welcome to another video of the Target Individual program. I know it's been a lot today. It certainly has. They have been targeting me, having me on the remote neural monitoring. Um, you know, now they've uh, using not sirens. I'm sorry, car honking now. Okay, haven't heard a siren for about half an hour now, or a little more than half an hour. So now they've recently gone back to the car honking. And the reason being, I'm on Facebook and I was reading this post, and the post says, "Can a," and as I'm reading it, not out loud, but in my mind, and the word single, as I'm reading the word single, car honk. I said, okay. I was eating my lunch, came into the kitchen to put my dishes in the sink, and one of the things that they do too is that, like I said, whenever I touch a metal object, like in terms of a fork or a knife, they will do the sirens. So not the sirens. Yeah, it could be sirens or car honking. So I just took a bite of my food before I put the plate in the sink, and as soon as I put the fork in my mouth, right, like that. Actually, put the other way. If I'm eating like that, they started with the car honk, and it was the same car, same honk sound, right? And so that is how I know, because it's not like if it's a different car honk sound. It is the same sound. And sometimes they'll do this when they start having me on the heavy remote neural monitoring, heavy surveillance. Every metal thing that I touch, or every object, right? And it will be in succession. So it would be if I touch something, and sometimes I'll just do it just to see if I'm going to hear a car honking or a police siren, right? And so I'll do it like they did yesterday. All right, so I went and I touched the fork, I touched a cup, a plate, the fridge, opened the fridge, closed the fridge, right? Each time my hands touched those things, there was a car honk. Went to the microwave, car honk. Closed the microwave, car. Right? So again, we know the police have see through the wall surveillance technology. They've been had that. Dr. Peter Bergen talked about that stuff, right? And that stuff was like decades ago, right? Now it's remote neural monitoring. Now it's to microchip you, and now because they have already mapped out the brain, right? They can tell what object you're holding, looking at, what color it is, right? They didn't spend billions and billions of dollars mapping out the brain for nothing, right? These are the surveillance technology that's been in the pipeline for the past 20 years now. 20 years now, okay? So, you know, and also if you look in the upper right-hand corner, there's a 1 there. This has been there since 2 days ago. I've tried everything to get rid of it. Can't. I don't have any messages that I haven't read. Okay? And this has been there for the longest while. I've been trying to get rid of it. Can't. But again, this is what they do. They'll manipulate social media because they work at Facebook. The racist people work at. We know, as a black person, that some of us call it Facebook, right? But we're still on there because we haven't found an alternative platform. And we have been on Facebook for so long that if there's a platform that came that we can migrate all of our posts, our pictures, videos onto, we'd gladly do it and get out of Facebook, and because we call Facebook Racebook. We know that, right? So again, just to give you guys another example of what it is that they do, how they use a combination with the remote neural monitoring, with the see through the wall surveillance to target me and harass me daily, and how they manipulate the people around me, right? To stress me out, to call, they've been using the color blue lately, particularly with Pam and my ex, right? You know what I'm saying? My ex, she live in Atlanta. We're good. We talk, not almost every day, but, we talk when she have issues with her kids and stuff like that, right? And so, again, and how they try to play that too, because when me and Pam is, in a better space, I get a call from her all the time, right? Then when me and I'm here for her a day or 2 days, what have you. But I understand that it's technology that's manipulating them. I understand that, but it's a tough thing to deal with, It really is. And how, I don't know with Pam and her ex that they're using, him also as well. They use her to target me or what have you. And the minute she's, I guess being a little bit more nicer, then all of a sudden, we've all been through that, right? In the past, where where you're like, you're single, no one want to talk to you. As soon as you get into a relationship, all of a sudden, all the people come out of the, out of the, what I'm saying, out of the woods, right? They all want to come talk to you now. Well, imagine being a TI and this happens to you all the time, every single time, and not just with relationships, right? I mean, in terms of billing, my therapist hasn't been paid in months, right? Because the person that was supposed to be taking care of her billing and getting her billing corrected so she can get paid was not sending information to the Social Security Administration, who repeatedly asked, and they sent me a text and I sent it to her. So finally, right, she started getting paid. But guess what? Now I have a bill I have to pay. That's $500. Same thing, school, right? I get financial aid, right? But for some reason, I owe the school $1,000. My headache medicine that I used to get every month, once a month, right? All of a sudden, I stopped receiving it. So I went back to my neurologist to get another prescription or what have you. And so now I get a call from the company saying that I owe them money. I'm like, I've never had to pay for this. How I owe you money? Well, because we haven't you haven't received any of the injections for 2-3 months, so now you got to pay, right? So again, these are things that constantly have you in debt, to constantly take money from you because they know you need it. I mean, disability don't pay you anything, By the time I pay my bills, that's it. What I'm saying? Whatever little money I have left over, I have to buy, stuff that I need. I have to get stuff that I need for me, right? So they, this is what I'm talking about. This is what they do. This is how they manipulate. This is how they suppress. When we talk about, our oppressor having their knee on our necks and on our backs, literally, that's what I'm talking about right now. They'll do everything, and this is not just don't happen to me. It happened to us black people. Period. This is just for me, it's more concentrated, but for most black people, it's more it's more systematic. Even though it's systematic with me too, but it's like I said, it's more concentrated on the local level, right? Whereas black people as a whole is more concentrated on the governmental level and big businesses and stuff like that, and so. You understand what I'm saying? I hope you understand. So, yeah. This is what I go through. You know what I'm saying? I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm definitely going to be making a video at the doctor's office because I have a feeling the reason why a lot of this stuff is happening in terms of because I wanted to go early, but, Pam was like this morning, she's like, I'm just going to go in early and I'll come back. I'm going to go into work and I'll leave early. Right? So, there's a whole host of reasons. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to figure that shit out. I'm just trying to expose it as I see it. And I call it out as I see it. Okay? All right. I'll see you guys in the next video.